Good afternoon, everybody. It is a Monday during high school football season, which means I've got rankings today. Again, you're watching this on IA Sports on YouTube. We've got one video for each class. So this is the 8-man rankings. I'll go ahead and pull that up again. 8-man rankings right here. If you're not looking for that, go ahead and head back on over to YouTube and find the class you're looking for. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Again, an action-packed week in high school football, and here's our 16 through 11 in Class 8 player for Week 3. Harris Lake Park jumps back into the rankings at number 16. That was a team that started off at number 15 in the Week 1 poll. They fell to Remsen St. Mary's in Week 1, but they get a bounce-back win in Week 2, beating Rockford 67-0. That's enough to get them back into our top 16. At number 15, Edgewood Colesburg. They are also new in our Class 8-man rankings this week. They beat Easton Valley 66-26. Bedford holds strong at the 14 spot. They beat Murray 71-20. And GTRA, they also hold down their spot at number 13. They beat Northwood Kensett 44-12. Again, another squad holding down the same spot as last week. Don Bosco, they beat Central Elkader 70-6. And Baxter holds down number 11. They beat Coon Rapids Baird 28-21. Without further ado, let's get right into the top 10. At number 10, Southeast Warren, they stayed at number 10 from last week. Two rushers went over 100 yards for the Warhawks. Jamison Ewing went 132 yards and 4 touchdowns, while Trey Fisher went for 124 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Warhawks also had 5 total interceptions on defense in their Week 2 win. Montezuma at number 9, they fell. They got hammered pretty hard, so they'll fall down to the number 9 spot. They lost to Moravia by only 2 on Friday, but Moravia came into the game at number 9. So, that's a tough loss for them, but they still stay in our top 10. Central City at number 8. They stay at number 8 after picking up their first win of the season, only a 9-point game with Springville heading into the fourth quarter, but the Wildcats were able to tack on 2 more touchdowns to seal up the victory. Again, Central City holding down that 8 spot in the Week 3 poll. At number 7, Moravia. Again, they beat then number 2 Montezuma. It's a huge win for them. They jump up a little bit, 2 spots in the rankings. Shane Helmick, one of the more elite quarterbacks in Class 8, man. He throws for 4 touchdowns and rushes for 3 more. Have a day, Shane Helmick. Jackson McDaniel is able to add 126 rushing yards to the total as well. 4 different receivers caught touchdown passes from Helmick, which is pretty impressive, and that's a Moravia team that's going to be tough to stop with him at the helm. And rounding up our 10 through 6 is Remsen St. Mary's, a team we knew literally nothing about heading into this year after how much they lost last year from their state championship team. But nevertheless, they start and they're just playing football like they usually do. Shutout victory over the defending champs in Week 2. The Hawks were actually scoreless into the second quarter with Siouxland, but they were able to put up 48 in the second and third quarter. Landon Waldschmidt combined for 321 rushing and passing yards and 6 touchdowns. So again, the defending champs pick up a shutout victory in Week 2. Heading into our top 5 for 8-man this week, Waco. A 3+ touchdown victory over a quality Iowa Valley moves Waco up a spot this week. Waco is 2-0 with 2 lower scoring wins compared to your average 8-man score, but they've actually played a fairly tough schedule with Fremont Mills and Iowa Valley. No rest as they travel to Winfield Mount Union next Friday. Again, Winfield Mount Union at number 2. So we got a top 5 matchup in Class 8-man in Week 3 this week. That one's going to be a ton of fun. At number 4, Cam. Cam put up the most points of any ranked team in 8-man football on Friday night with 82. Cam shared the wealth on Friday, having 5 guys with 4+ carries. 6 different Cougars found the end zone. So Cam moves up a spot as well. Heading into number 3, we got Lennox. Lennox takes care of business this week, taking out previously number 16 Fremont Mills by 4+ scores. And Fremont Mills actually got out to a 14-0 lead over Lennox in this game, and Lennox was able to kind of find their feet underneath them and put that one away. So Lennox, again, they move up a spot as well. At number 2, Winfield Mount Union. Another huge first quarter with Winfield putting up 42. They went up 72 points in the fourth quarter before New London put up a few to kind of make this a little bit more respectable. But Winfield Mount Union really with a convincing win with Cam Buffington and company over New London, so they will move up a spot. And at number one, holding down this top spot this week yet again, Gladbrook Rhinebeck. They actually played on Thursday night and they took it to Tripoli. Tripoli, I'm not sure exactly how you say that, but they were able to put up 44 points in the first quarter, and they returned 2 kickoffs and 2 punts for touchdowns. That's a good recipe for success for the Rebels. And again, they are led by Isaac Clark at the helm, and they have held down the number one spot for now the third straight week. Yeah, so that's all we got for Class 8, man. Be sure to go check out the rest of the rankings. Follow IA Football and IA Sports on all social medias. And yeah, we will catch you guys next week for that Class 8 man rankings.